Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with your hashtag Better Together devotion for today. And this week I've been talking specifically about theologies and understandings that started in one place and then have gone to other places. And one of the things that has been the most true of is our understanding or our development or our continue to unpack all of the symbolism and all the beauty of baptism and communion. If you gathered 16 ministers in a room from various tribes and denominations and said, well, tell me, what happens at baptism? You would get at least 36 answers, not just 16. Because as they started talking about it, they began adding to that because it's an onion, and the more you peel back the layers, you just find more deeper, more understanding of what's going on. There was a time in the early church in which baptism was considered, this death, that you died and you rose again within baptism, and the idea there was that you were perfect and restored to forgiveness, and you better not sin after baptism. That's horrible. But you have to understand, at this time it was a time of martyrdom a whole lot of times. So the idea was that you would go and gather and become the faithful. You would get baptized, and then at some point you would have to stand up for your faith as a Christian and proclaim Jesus Christ as Lord and die for saying so. When there was no more persecution, our understanding of baptism had to change, because if you get baptized and have a whole lot more life ahead of you, then obviously you're probably going to make some mistakes in that life. Our understanding of what God is doing in baptism changed because of the context around our world changed. Same thing happens in the 1500s with the Reformation, when people began questioning the understanding of what was going on in the sacrament, what was going on in communion, for example. Is this literally becoming blood and body? That sounds like cannibalism. Come on now, let's unpack this some. And you have a wealth and variety of traditions that begin then being coming from various contexts and various understandings of our experience with God. So much that there's a gamut now within Christianity of folks who still believe that it becomes literally the body and the blood of Christ, and others who don't even have bread or juice in front of them, but do it only within their mind and within their mindfulness and their centering and their meditation. It's amazing how God can start us at one place and take us so much further if we open ourselves to the experience of who God is, and quit focusing so much about being right in our understanding of God. Maybe we'll just start experiencing God deeper and understanding who God is in a better way that makes us better together. Don't focus so much up on what divides us when we gather at table or in the waters that are supposed to unite us, but instead focus on what God is doing among us as a people. No matter what you believe happens at baptism or communion, just know that God's in the mix and God's doing something. Amen? Amen.